Roar, October, roar, spooky season, roar, it's T-Rex, roar, it's Jurassic Park, it's gonna destroy everything, roar. Y'all saw that? Is there like a T-Rex nearby? And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to an episode of Fun Fact Friday. Every single Friday, I'll be part of Fun Fact for you. Today is number 11. Yes, last week we took a break because of a little bit of compilation. That being said, today's Fun Fact goes the following. Since October, let's go and talk about Halloween stuff and what is associated with Halloween bones. That being said, did you know that babies have 270 to 300 bones because of the fact that their bones have not been fused yet and their bones are more cartilage? So as time goes on, they grow up, their bone counter will go from 270, around roughly 270 through 300, all the way back down to the adult number of 206. Yes, unless your name is Deadpool and you watch Gossip Girl, you have 207 bones. Disgusting. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, trying to grow another bone, try to remain at 206, trying to break one, make it 207 as well. I'll see you next time, next Friday. Until then, take care. Peace. Alright. Smile. And perfect. We're good. Oh, shoot. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to an episode of Fun Fact Friday, where every single Friday I'll be a private fun fact for you. Today's fun fact was found. Did you know before people actually started carving pumpkins to make jack-o'-lanterns, they actually carved things such as potatoes, squash, and beetroots to actually go ahead and carve. This is an Irish thing to go ahead and scare the spirits away, essentially. You know, put the candle, scare the spookiness that is the spirits. Was the original tradition that was done some time ago, but then evolved later on to pumpkins. And I would imagine how it would have done today's day and age, because those things are really small to actually carve. But you know what? Do what you want. Carve what you want. Here's what I carved. You better love it. And with that being said, I'll see you next week for a Halloween edition of Fun Fact Friday. Until then, I'll see you later. Peace. Hello? Ah! You can't see me. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to another episode of Fun Fact Friday, where every single Friday I'll be part of Fun Fact for you. Happy Halloween. Obviously, you can tell by my costume, I'm not other than the goat himself, John Cena, because you can't see me right now. That being said, do you know the costumes were actually made to go ahead and scare the spirits away, just like the jack-o'-lanterns, to go and scare the spirits. But you know what? In the spirit of Halloween, I'm going to treat you to another one. Let's go to a different country, though. Did you know in Mexico, they have a whole celebration a whole entire week to go on and invite the spirits back and everything. To actually go ahead and commemorate them, the pets, the grandparents, the kids, and everything that there was that have lost their lives. They actually go ahead and offer them nice, sweet food to go ahead and invite them back to celebrate them once a year. So while the United States goes in and tries to scare away the spirits, Mexico goes in and invites them back to go ahead and commemorate them. And with that being said, I'll see you next week, the week in the start of November, it's almost Thanksgiving season, to go ahead and give you another Fun Fact Friday. Until then, stay safe. If you're going to go trick-or-treating, be safe, and I'll see you next week. Peace. Damn. Since when did turkeys start costing more than $3? Ooh. Wild turkey. Let me just... Or not. Whatever. Well, no turkey for this guy. But you know what I got for you guys? I got another fun fact for you guys. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Fun Fact Friday. Every single Friday, we have a fun fact for you. Today's fun fact was the following. Did you know that turkeys can actually go ahead and run up to 20 miles per hour and fly up to 55 miles per hour? So, you better seal up and buy the turkey if you want one, because catch one ain't gonna be easy, unfortunately. As you can see, it escaped me, and $3 ain't enough for me. That being said, I'll see you next Friday for a whole nother episode of Fun Fact Friday. I'm gonna get myself a net or something to go on and catch a wild turkey. I'll see you then. Stay safe. Have fun hunting a turkey. Peace. Alright, so we're done with the food. Main course is done. Good stuff, but let's get some dessert right now. And really, out of all things you decide to choose for dessert, you chose pumpkin pie. Pumpkin pie! Out of all things? Really? God, you're such a basic ass bitch. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to another episode of Fun Fact Friday. Every single Friday, I'll be proud of Fun Fact for you, so let's talk about pumpkin pie. Did you know pumpkin pie was originally part of the traditional Thanksgiving feast? Not even the first, well, obviously not the first one because back in 1621 they didn't have any ovens, but it wasn't introduced as a staple of Thanksgiving meals until the century of the 19th century, where little by little it became more of a staple and linked synonymously to Thanksgiving feasts. That being said, you're offended with the fact that I call pumpkin pie basic. Sorry, not sorry, kind of is. That being said, eat whatever you want. Don't listen to me. See you next time, next Friday. Take care. Peace. What a feast. Thank you, natives, for the food. We should call this day. What should we call this day? I don't know if it's gonna go down in history or not. I don't know. We just settled in here. We're just settlers at this, right? They just gave us food during the winter. I don't know what do we do. Do you know what to call it? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to another episode of Fun Fact Friday, where every single Friday I put a fun fact for you. Today's fun fact goes the following. You know, Thanksgiving was not a national holiday until President Abraham Lincoln in the year of 1863 made it a national holiday, but it wasn't always on Thursday until the year 1921, where U.S. Congress actually went ahead and fixed the day for Thanksgiving to be on Thursdays instead of whatever day it fell on. So it's always going to be on a Thursday regardless, thanks to the U.S. Congress. So if you ever want to know what day of the week Thanksgiving falls on, it's on a Thursday. With that being said, I'll see you next week with possibly, a bit of Black Friday going on. And until then, have a happy Thanksgiving. Eat whatever the heck you want, turkey, whatever it is. Enjoy. And don't be basic and eat some pumpkin pie in that, okay? Deuce. It's Black Friday. It's time to be no black today. It is that time of year where you can just no black and people won't think you're emo. What? Black Friday is about shopping. Shopping? I thought it was about dressing no black. I thought it was a celebration thing. We're like, we'll all dress in black. You know how there's Spirit Week in schools? We dress a certain color. I like Black Friday, man. You just dress no black, brother. Okay. Fair enough. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to an episode of Fun Fact Friday. Every single Friday, I'll be providing a fun fact for you. This one, not so much as fun fact, more just an actual fact in general. Do you know the actual terminology of Black Friday? It wasn't about shopping. It was actually more about a financial crisis type stuff. But Black Friday didn't come into a terminology until the 1960s, 70s, or 80s, somewhere in the 1900s. Where in Philadelphia, there was an occasion where the day after Thanksgiving, there was a lot of shoppers going around buying stuff, and it got really, really chaotic. And with that being said, stay safe out there. If you do Black Friday shopping in person, not online. Until then, I'll see you in war. See you next Friday. Peace. All right, first name, all right, Jesus. Last name, all right, Christ. And when were you born? You don't know? Parents not tell you? No one told you? Whatever your birth certificate, you don't have one? Alright, fine. Let's just find a date for you to be your birthday. And oh, perfect. December 25th. Let's go and do it. Towards the end of the year. Might as well. Nothing's gonna happen that day. Ever. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to another episode of Fun Fact Friday. Every single Friday, I'll be proud of fun fact for you. Today's fun fact was the following. You know, Jesus actually wasn't born on December 25th. No. We don't know exactly when he was born. No one knows the day he was born. It'll probably take years and years and years to actually find out when he was born. But as a consensus, I guess people went ahead and decided to choose December 25th to be his birthday. So it's not just only Christmas, the day that literally is the biggest holiday for Christians and other people of the Christian branch, but also to go and celebrate Jesus' birthday because he's the reason why Christianity exists. So, yeah, just put two together. Don't complicate things. And just don't complicate next Friday. I'll see you then. Take care. See you then. Peace.
Franchise.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to an episode of Fun Fact Friday. Every single Friday, I'll be providing a fun fact for you. Obviously, today's fun fact is based around the greatest of all time, the never seen 17 Grand Slam champion. He's official Grand Slam champion now, thank the Lord. The man or the person with the most make-a-wishes ever history, period. The GOAT, my hero. The last time is now. John Cena. So, I've said enough about him already, I already said Grand Slam champion, never seen 17. Most make-a-wishes. What else could I say? Well, simple as this. Did you know that his simple gesture of "you can't see me" was actually a dare that was made by his brother to go ahead and for him to dare to do it on TV? Yeah, like that. He was there to do it on TV. He did it. And now years later, 23 years later, or I think 20 years later, because he did it around like mid-2000s, he has a whole entire packed out, sold out crowd. Well, relatively sold out, because those tickets are expensive. That being said, a relatively sold out crowd going ahead and doing the whole hand gesture of the "you can't see me" sign. Obviously, you see today's date is December 12th, 2025. Tomorrow's date will be December 13th, 2025, which will be his last in-ring match ever. It's going to be a very difficult one to actually go and see. But you know what? Glad to know we get to see his retirement. That being said, I'll see you next week for a whole new episode. I got too excited because next week is a Christmas edition. Ho, ho, ho. Till then, stay safe, take care, and I'll show you a few pictures from me years ago when I was younger. Not just only me that's watching it, but my younger self also watched it. That being said, I'll present the pictures right now. Alright, everyone's had their fun. Now it's time for me to go ahead and open my present, alright? Alright. And just go ahead and... It's beautiful. It's marvelous. How'd you know that I always wanted a dragon dill? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to another episode, or should I say, a festive episode of Fun Fact Friday. It is Christmas time, yes. Today's fun fact goes the following. Did you know Santa Claus... I'm kidding. Did you know that Christmas wasn't originally on December 25th? Yes, it was never actually December 25th originally. It wasn't until the 4th century where Christmas was put on December 25th to go on and align with the winter solstice, which takes place usually around December 20th or December 21st or 22nd. So it's around that time. So I guess they wanted to celebrate something along with it, but whatever. Anyways, I'll see you next week for, I'll see you for the compilation. This is the compilation right now, and as part of the compilation, I'll see you next year. Take care, be safe. Hope every single one of you got the illustrious dragon